Good morning and welcome back to Fresh, folks. Please do not turn your dial. You'll want to stay on for this segment. We are probably at one of the most beautiful places in Elkhart, in the city of Elkhart. We're at the Wellfield Botanical Gardens here, and we're going to talk to Eric Amp in a moment about the gardens and the creativity of it. But first, we want to touch base with Marla Miller. We haven't talked to Marla in a while about the Elkhart County Living Magazine.
Right, and it is out on the racks, so you can pick this up at any of the grocery stores or convenience stores throughout the area. This is the August-September issue, and there's a lot of great stories in here. You're going to hear about this botanical garden, but we're talking about the parks within the area, and there's some fall recipes in here too, because we're getting close, so you need to pick this up or give us a call at 533-2151 extension 346 and ask for a subscription, and we'll send that out to your home.
Well, I get it, and I love it, folks, and I can't wait to see what's in the upcoming fall issue. So thank you, Marla. Make sure you go out and get your magazine. All right, Eric, we have a history with our children, but you're here as the executive director of the gardens here, and I have never been here. Love it. And just give me a little background history on how this idea came up for the city.
This originally is a community service project for the Elkhart Rotary Club. In 2003, the project was presented to the club, and then we took about a year and a half to develop that project and asked the Elkhart Rotary Club to raise $200,000 for the master plan and the startup money. And to date, they've raised $235,000. And in 2005, in February, they turned this project over to a nonprofit board.
Well, and of course you said this is one of the main ways that Elkhart would get their water. Is that correct? That's what we have out in front, the big tank?
Yes, it's originally the North Main Street well field. It's the largest of the three well fields in Elkhart.
Okay, and so you've created the most beautiful garden here around it. Tell us a little bit about how much water we have here, how much acreage, what you've done so far, how it all started.
Okay. Well, we're located 2 blocks north of Beardsley Avenue off of Main Street, the Main Street Bridge, and there's 36 acres with 18 acres of water, and it's all fed by Christiana Creek. And it is what we're going to do is, over the course of probably about the next 10 years, are develop 22 gardens and event spaces, along with a indoor visitor center and a horticultural learning center.
And right now we're standing in one of 2 gardens that are just lovely. And give us an idea of what these 2 gardens, what makes them different from each other and what they're called.
Well, we're in the annual garden, and as this name applies, it gets planted about 3 times a year. This fall, we'll tear all of this out and replant it with bulbs, and then as soon as the bulbs are done, they'll be removed, and the spring plants will be brought in, and then as those die away, they'll be replanted again with fall flowers, and then same cycle, will all get torn out and replanted with bulbs again the following fall.
And you have a great statue that was donated here. It's a bear statue that's just darling. It's a mother and her cubs.
Yes, it's called Mother's Day. It's by Ken Biorgi from Big Fork, Montana, and it's a bronze sculpture of a larger-than-life mother black bear and her 2 cubs.
And then just beyond this garden, we have the English cottage garden that's still a little bit under construction, but oh my gosh, it's just adorable.
It is. It's a wonderful garden. It's a gift from Bob and Peggy Weed. I also want to mention that the annual garden was also a gift from Paul and Stuart Barb, who also donated the sculpture. But the English cottage garden is a traditional cottage garden. It is about a ½ an acre in size, and will be planted with, it'll be overgrown with plant material. We have all of the trees and shrubs in place. We have all the hardscape, the paths, the walls, the restoring of the acorn cottage and the dovecote, so you have to come out and see that. And then over the course of the next couple of years, we'll plant the perennials.
Well, and you've taken some of the pump houses, I think is what they are, and made them just adorable as far as to the person's naked eye. It's just darling. It looks like a place you could stay, but actually there's a function to those little houses. But you have some walking area here. You mentioned to me earlier it's about a ½ a mile all the way around.
In 2000, the city put in a ½ mile, 12-foot wide concrete trail. And it's wonderful. It's flat. It's wonderful to walk on. And one of the neat features about this whole garden is that it is barrier-free. There are no curbs or steps, and so anyone can come out here and enjoy it, and of any of their capabilities. And we have lots of people who come out and walk 4 to 6 to 8 laps to get in 2 or 3 or 4 miles.
Right, and you can bring your pets, I understand, as long as they're on a leash, and bicycles.
Yes, that's right. They're still open to walking your pets and riding bicycles.
And what are the hours right now with the gardens? I know we're getting into the fall season, but you still have some good hours.
Through October, it opens at 6 a.m. and closes at 8. And then during the winter months, it's open from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m., but we do not plow the paths. So it's if there's a lot of snow, it's great for cross-country skiing, but that's about it.
Well, one thing I want to mention is, you can get involved, folks. You can come out. You have a volunteer, staff of volunteers, so make sure that let's have them go to the website, and they can maybe get all that information there on how they can volunteer.
They can. There's a site there, plus my email address. They can email me, and we will send them information about the volunteers, the website, and my email address.
What's your website address?
It's www.wellfieldgardens.org.
All right. Well, come out, check out the gardens here while the weather is still beautiful, and you won't regret it. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back in a short break.